Hey y'all, it's Jonathan. I am back with another video. Happy Pub Day. I am here to tell you about 5 books by Black authors that have come out on January 17th. I'm super excited about this one because I actually have a couple of arcs of this. And so y'all know we do this every single week. So come on over and follow so that you can catch these videos and add more books to your TBR. So first up is Where the Flowers Grow by Terah, Shelton, Harris. And I've got an arc of this one. It sounds really fascinating. And in this novel, the author is asking the question of what it means to stop surviving and start living. And so Lee is the last of the wild. Grief is constantly a theme within her life, and she can't seem to escape tragedy. And that really continues on when she is on a bus on her way to prison and it careens off the road, killing everyone except for her. And so when she is seeking a place of safety, she rounds up stumbling across a flower farm in rural Alabama that is able to serve as a sanctuary for her. So Lee continues to go through many trials and tribulations. This is not a happy ending for her, but she has to continue doing what she does best, which is survive. And so I'm excited about this one. I've heard really fantastic things. There is a deluxe edition of this book that came out, and so it definitely has a lot of backing behind it, and so I really want to eventually read this. It doesn't sound like it's just heavy. It does seem like it has some inspirational elements to it, so I'm definitely interested in checking this one out. Next up is On Morrison by Namwali Serpell, and tomorrow is Toni Morrison Day, y'all. It's Toni Morrison's birthday, and I'm really excited to check out all of the events that happened this year and over the next couple of years leading up to her 100th birthday. And as a Toni Morrison fan, I'm always looking for something new about her life. And so this one is a little bit of a different take. It's not talking about the Toni Morrison works that we are just familiar with. It's talking about her criticisms. It's talking about her fictional work and her lesser known essays, dramatic works, and poetry. It contains contextual guidance and close readings, and so this seems like it would be a really good primer for those that are interested in diving into Toni Morrison's work but may be a little bit intimidated by it and are just trying to figure out a good starting point. So I definitely will be reading this one. I know there is a Toni Morrison event where Hanif Abdurraqib is interviewing the author, and so I'm gonna have to catch the playback on that one. So I'm really excited about this one, and of course, I'm gonna talk about it on here once I am done. Next up is Time for a Change by S.A. Cosby and Questlove. If you are a fan of the Rhythm of Time series, this is the second book in that series. The last time Raheem and Kasia were on their own, but now they're working with a secret organization that tasks them with averting disaster and safeguarding the flow of history. So if you are a fan of S.A. Cosby and you are interested in seeing what he may be doing in the middle grade genre, definitely check this one out. It has elements of music. It has elements of mystery to it. And so this sounds like a really good middle grade read. I always love the middle grade genre. I enjoy it much more than I enjoy YA. Middle grade authors really have it going on. So I would definitely be adding this one to my TBR. I gotta read the first one before I get to it, but I'll let y'all know what I think. Next up is Worse Than a Lie by Ben Crump. And so yes, this is Ben Crump, the civil rights attorney. This novel really thematically and subject matter wise deals with a lot of the things that Ben Crump has worked closely with, which is incidents of police brutality and violence against Black people. And so it takes place on November 4th, 2008, the election of the first Black president. A Black ex-police officer is murdered by 4 white men. And these 4 white men could have been his colleagues on the police force. And so now Boley Cooper is tasked with finding out what happened. He knows he's treading dangerous waters, and finding evidence of the truth will be his biggest challenge yet. And so I'm interested in checking this one out. Subject matter wise, I know it sounds really heavy, but I'm interested in seeing what Ben Crump's perspective on something like this is, especially since I know that there are a lot of people, politicians, that have even kind of dove into the mystery and suspense thriller genre. So I'm going to be adding this one to my TBR. And last but not least is A Nickel and a Prayer by Jane Edna Hunter. And I had no idea who Jane Edna Hunter is. I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and reading the synopsis, she was a pivotal figure in the city and one of the most influential African American social workers and progressive activists of the early to mid 20th century. And this is her autobiography. I'm super interested in diving into this one, especially reading a little bit more about somebody that was pivotal to not only Cleveland history, but just Black history as a whole. So I'm adding this one far up on my TBR, and so I'll let y'all know what I think when I get to it. So what books am I missing? I know there were a lot of books that came out this week, but y'all know I only do 5 every single week. So let me know in the comment section what I've missed, what you've been reading, your thoughts, what sounds good, and I will catch y'all in the next one. And always remember that you are loved.